You know, this is going to be very, very powerful, okay? Listen to me. In the book of Exodus, in one of the 10 commandments, God says, don't let any gods be before me. Now, the word God there is not big G, a big G, G-O-D. That's speaking about the creator, the God we serve, the God of the Bible. But he says, or God says in the first commandment, he says, don't let any gods be before me. Don't place no gods before me. Small g. Now, the word God means deity, okay? A deity, a god or goddess. Now, what you need to understand is that there are many deities in the world, different types of deities, different types of gods. There is a god of distractions. There's a god of, I don't know, sorcery, god of bitterness, god of hatred, god of, I don't know, lust and fornication. There's all these small g gods everywhere. Now, this is the thing. If you do those things, and if you get involved in those things, distraction, you know, all these small g gods, okay, it mentions them in many places in the Bible, okay? If you place those things first before God, okay, i.e., for example, let me give you an example, right? Give you an example. If you was to spend more time on social media than you do in the presence of God, you've placed social media, the God of social media, in a bad way, if you understand what I mean, the God of distraction. You've placed that God in front of our King, okay? You've placed God, our King, second or third in your life. So what happens is that there's many things we do in our life that's controlled, or over those things is a small g God. And if we place those things first, we're placing those things over our King. You can't do that. That's why the Bible says, seek ye first the kingdom and all its righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you. Now, don't listen, don't get me wrong, okay? We go on social media, we watch Netflix, we do all these types of things, okay? I'm not saying that there's demons infesting everything, but I'm speaking that they're like doorways that allow a certain spirit to have access to your life, and that spirit starts to take preeminence in your life. Like for example, like I said about social media. Social media is a doorway, okay? And what happens is that depending on what you can be led in that doorway, and you can be led into distractions that lead you away from God. And at the top of those distractions, or at the top of that, is an evil spirit that has led you away. And now what's happened is that because you're more in social media, and you're not in God, you're placing social media above God. That's what the word is saying. You've placed a small g God above the big G God. Okay, and not just in social media. Look in your life, and you can see if you are placing things in your life above God, and you'll see that if you place certain things above God in your life, big G God, our King, you'll see that over the top of that is a small g God. Okay, a small deity, small g God, a demon that has control over that situation.